Hello guys, welcome back. Alex here with another reaction video. Today we're gonna have another request. It's a documentary a little bit, well, if we can call it like that, but it's the title. It's like really strong. I have a lot of reaction to the Philippines, you know, to the singers, to the drinking, and the message comes from Mark, who says like this: Alex, I enjoy your reactions, but you don't have anything about the food. So I'm gonna start really hard with you. Would you eat this in the Philippines? And I said, okay, what's the whole point about? I saw some dishes in Christmas that you guys do, and I said, wow, honestly, yes. But when I clicked the video, the title, the original video, we could find it down below. It's Philippines cow excrements soup, juicy soup. Sorry. I don't know if this is a prank that they made me, but we're gonna check it out. So if you're new on the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Like if you want, subscribe. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to watch the whole video if it's that. I don't want to judge. You know, I mean, every culture has its things. But yeah, okay. Let's not go ahead ourselves and let's see what this is all about.
In this video, we're taking on one of the Philippines' most extreme soups. It's called Papaitan, also known as cow shit juice soup.
Yeah, I've got so many mixed feelings.
But before all that, let's back up. On our last fun Filipino food adventure, we entered an Aita village in Pastolan to dine on the Philippines' most shocking food.
This is essentially a monkey drumstick.
Monkey?
Now we're hitting the road again.
Today we have a special mission. We're heading even more northward in Luzon until we reach the Philippines' iconic rice terraces.
What the man? Why did you send me this?
Where are we right now?
Well, you are in Mayuyao right now.
Here,
Mayuya.
over hundreds of years, locals have carefully transformed this impossible
Look how
landscape
beautiful it
into
is.
not only something livable, but something beautiful and full of life.
Is that a good catch?
Yeah, I think it's a good cut.
Today, I'm on a mission to learn how this inhospitable geography has impacted the life and diet of locals,
There are big crickets.
Ooh,
That has a smell to it.
including a slimy meal with an eel-like creature,
Right here we have a fried loach. It's kind of like a gnarly version of French fries.
and some beef dishes that I'm not looking forward to.
He's just gonna plop in a little bit. Oh my God, I just saw the whole audience here just like, don't do too much.
But before all that, how about a little breakfast?
First of all, we are here at Linda's restaurant. Are you Linda?
Yes, sir.
This is such a unique place in the Philippines. Are there a lot of restaurants here?
We have about 4.
What's cool is you can say your restaurant is in like the top 10.
I don't think so. It is.
Oh, not even top 10? Uh-oh. There are 2 unique dishes in front of us right now. This one I want to try first. This is snail, but I'm told it's not just any type of snail. It's a soft shell snail.
These are your typical run-of-the-mill snails with a hard, inedible shell. But on the mountainside, among
Wow.
these rice terrace patties,
I didn't know
you can forage
they had
for soft
the
shell
shell, which
snails.
is
I never
soft.
heard of a soft shell snail.
They're commonly found in freshwater habitats, and their translucent, flexible shells allow them to navigate in water more effectively.
If you have a soft shell crab, that means you can eat the entire crab, including the shell. So is that the same with a soft shell snail?
Yes, the shells are nutritious.
For our breakfast, they're first soaked in water overnight to remove any unwanted particles. Toss them in a pot of water, together with hard shell snails that are also found in the rice patties. Put on the lid and let it bubble. Meanwhile, in a pan, get things sizzling with garlic, onion, ginger, and a dash of tomato for that aromatic punch. Mix this stir-fry magic into the pot of snails. Season with salt and pepper and give it a good stir.
Everything here smells amazing, by the way. Garlicky, aromatic, and very earthy. So you're telling me if I bite this
Honestly.
now, it will not break my teeth?
No.
Because I don't want to have to go to one of the top 5 dentists.
This is Dechi, Mayuyao's Director of Tourism Operations.
Soft, right?
She's spending the day to show me what her hometown has to offer.
That's wild. I don't even know what texture to compare that to. It is a very, very thin shell. It's almost
Holy
like a
cracks.
thin eggshell when you bite through it.
Oh, it's crunchy.
Crunchy, and then in the end, when it's small, it's like sand. But it's very soft, and it's kind of absorbed all the sauce. Very earthy flavors, and then the lovely aromatics that you've added in here. Tomato, onion, garlic. That is really unique. In a moment, we're gonna be trying this. This is a dish that has cricket inside.
I'm gonna stop a little bit over here because, you know, guys, I mean, I don't judge anybody cuisine or taste. It's totally fine for me. But I'm like picturing myself have to do this. And you know, as Europeans or you know, from the West Coast, the American and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're used to something else. In Italy, I think, for example, yeah, seafood, it's really common. So I guess I will be like comfortable with the shells, eating that, you know, onion and all that kind of stuff. Yes, it's fine for me. The next dish, I saw some crickets. So those things, I don't think so, guys. I'm not. Oh man, wow.
But first, I want to understand a little bit more about this place. Where are we right now?
Well, you are in Mayuyao right now. This is the center of the town. We're quite small. Population's about 7,000. We're a fourth-class municipality in Ifugao.
Fourth class, what's that mean?
The others would be like second-class municipality. It means that they have a much bigger income, but we are more agricultural.
And so most of the money made here, most of the industry is through agriculture.
Right.
It's a pretty small town. Do you feel like you know most of the people here?
Definitely. Everybody's an auntie, an uncle, a grandma.
That must create a much different vibe than a place like Manila.
So actually here, social responsibility is quite strong. It's one of our practices. So whenever somebody is celebrating or having a difficulty, everybody must help.
Let's talk about this next dish.
Here we go.
Fire up a pan with an ensemble of garlic,
Perfect, so
onion,
now.
ginger, and tomato.
The younger generation, are they eating bugs?
Yeah, when they go out on a picnic in the rivers.
Next, in a hot pot of water, drop in fresh local river fish and crunchy crawling river crickets. An incredible protein duo you don't often see paired up in one dish. Finally, mix the pan sauce into the soup and bring it all together.
I'm digging around. I see a lot of legs sticking out, Linda.
Despite boasting high levels of protein, fiber, and minerals, most would not consider
No
inviting
thanks.
crickets to their breakfast.
God.
But here, folks do things a little bit differently.
There are big crickets, big fish. I just got a little bit of everything here. Fish, onions, crickets. Are you guys eating too?
No, we'll watch you.
No,
Guy
you
has
guys
a lot
eating
of
too.
courage.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Yeah.
I like it. Linda goes, so satisfied with her own cooking. Earthy, it tastes of the river or the stream, and then very gingery. The fish is nice, fleshy and soft, and the crickets, their bodies absorb all those delicious flavors, and then it gushes out as you chew on their bodies. But then they have so many little legs and wings, so there's kind
It's
of a
hard to
papery
watch
element.
this
A lot of
video,
people in the
guys.
West, they would see a dish like this, and it would freak them out, and most probably wouldn't try it. Why do you think people here are more open to a food like this?
We know where they come from, so we know the nutrients that you can get from them.
These crickets or these fish are clean. They live it in a clean water.
Part of my mission today is to understand how food is different here in the highlands and what different unique recipes we can find here that maybe we can't find elsewhere. And this right here, Linda, is a fantastic start. Thank you so much for breakfast, but you and I have a lot more to
And
see.
this guy has a lot of courage.
Energized by
That's
two
it.
Mayuyao delicacies, we venture downhill
But
for
the
more.
area
Welcome to
is
the iconic
beautiful.
Mayuyao rice
So
terraces.
beautiful.
Spanning over 25,000 acres in the heart of the Central Cordillera mountain ranges, this intricate irrigation system was hand-carved into the mountains centuries ago, at a time when only basic hand
Man,
tools could
wow.
be utilized.
To get a true sense of the life here for Highlanders, you can't just hang out in the small city with their eateries and basketball courts. You have to come here to the rice terraces. Today started with edible snail shells, but there is a lot more to come. This entire day is building up to something called Papaitan. The secret ingredient? Cow juice. Yeah.
Papaitan is a spicy and savory Filipino stew. It's typically made using goat, meaning goat meat, goat organs, goat bile, and the goat's intestinal contents, also known as juice. All of this gives Papaitan its distinctive but challenging bitter flavor. Here, the Mayuyao version is made with beef,
First, you're gonna need a cow.
meaning we've got a heck of a lot more meat, and sadly, a heck of a lot more juice.
Somehow, within these mountains, among these slopes, people are still raising cows. What they do is they find small sections of flat area, places where the cows can eat the grasses, and they raise them there. Today, they have brought
Man,
the cow
wow.
to where we are now in this village. And the slaughter is about.
Work can begin. Feasts like this are special events, drawing the entire community together to take part in the labor and join together in the final reward. Work continues with cleaning the bull's skin, torching, then scraping it clean. Tackling a beast this size requires two things: time and a lot of patience. Just a stone's throw away from where the beef is being prepped, under the murky waters of the rice paddy, there's a whole hidden world of slippery little critters waiting to be caught and put on a dinner plate.
It's easy to look at just one patty and you think, oh, it's just a pool of water, but it's much more than that, because each patty has to be a certain depth, but beyond that, each patty has to fill the other patties below it. What is the hardest part of maintaining a rice terrace?
If the rice field dry, that's the cause of rice field to be eroded. So the farmers try to maintain that the rice paddies always have water, not to be totally dried up.
Meet Fidel, the farming expert who caught our breakfast snails, and now he'll be catching another mysterious ingredient.
These pools are full of many different types of life. It might be hard to see, but right here there is a loach trap that's been set.
Loaches are slimy, eel-like fish found in freshwater bodies around Asia, Europe, and some parts of Africa.
I think there's some.
I like some.
This is the opening, the entrance of the loach, and on the other end is the
Exit.
exit.
These fish, with a varied diet of small invertebrates, insects, and algae, play a crucial role in regulating aquatic ecosystem populations.
Is that a good catch?
Yeah, I think it's a good catch.
But here's what I'm really curious about. This isn't a lake. This isn't a pond. How do the loaches get into the rice paddy?
Some of the farmers release them to
So they can make more.
fly.
The lives of many loaches in these here terraces begin their journey in Fidel's laboratory. Here, he hatches loach eggs into fingerlings, then sells them to farmers who want to maximize their paddy's potential.
And so this is like a really multi-purpose cultivation. We've got rice, we've got snails, we've got loaches that have been introduced by people. That's amazing.
We're bringing our fresh loaches to a local restaurant where they'll be transformed into two dishes that I pray will be less slimy than their current state. But before that, let's see how our beefy feast is progressing. With the skin clean, villagers move on to butchering. Large sections of the bull are removed. Then the meat is gradually chopped down into smaller bits, all destined for a different variety of dishes. Every part of the animal, quite literally from the nose to the penis, as well as the revered bile sac, are integral to today's mountain menu. While work continues, the loaches await their inevitable fate.
Okay,
Between
let's
us,
see.
we have
They
two
look good.
delicious looking loach dishes. Right here we have a fried loach.
First, season the loaches with salt and pepper.
It smells fishy and fried.
Then, quite gruesomely, sink them into the viciously hot oil. Next time you're looking for a high-protein replacement for French fries, consider frying up some loaches. Once they've reached the pinnacle of crispiness, whisk them out of the oil and serve them with a side of vinegar and charred garlic.
Let's see what he says.
How do you taste, sir?
A little gooey on the inside, very crunchy on the outside, a hint of fishiness, heavy from the oil, but overall nice. And, you know, with something heavy like that, you can pair it with some classic Filipino vinegar.
It's delicious.
Balance. I like it. Here we have, I don't know, more of the slimy, slippery option.
Begin by heating up oil to saute garlic and onion. Infuse the mix with bay leaves, star anise, tomatoes, ginger, bell peppers, and liquid seasoning.
What they
Okay,
call
I'm
binataan.
not saying anything about this.
Allow the flavors to meld. Then, if you must, introduce the loaches, letting them soak in the savory blend. Pour in coconut milk and water and let it simmer. Finish with the addition of string beans, fish paste, green onions, and green chilies.
Oh, that's really nice. The body is super tender, almost like a fish skin, the fattiness of a fish skin, and then you have the spine going through, which is a bit crunchy. It's quite a charming dish. Look, if I wasn't careful, this dish could turn my pants off.
Man, this
Like,
guy
why are
is
so many loaches
awesome.
in my coconut curry? But then you take a bite, and you're whisked away. It's quite delicious. Are loaches a pretty common food in this town?
Yes, sir. But not at all villages, because there are some parts that they have no loach.
Right, because not everybody has a Fidel getting two loaches in a dark room to make stuff happen.
Okay, this...
As we wrap up our loach-filled lunch, cooking for our
This
beefy
soup
feast has
is
begun,
gonna be
starting
iron.
with Papaitan.
Oh, God.
Slice open the bull's stomach and you'll find it full of grass soaked in digestive juices. The grass is carefully squeezed by hand into a bucket, and will be used
It
later
will be
in this
used.
recipe. Next, the cow's ensemble of internal organs are set to boil, creating a flavor-filled stock for later. Once the organs are cooked, they're removed from the giant wok, then chopped down to size by the hands and blades of village neighbors. As this dish slowly takes shape, I'm introduced to another, something euphemistically called bat and balls.
Now I know balls. Big fan of balls over here. What is a bat referring to?
The peas and balls.
Oh,
Really?
that's what the bat is.
The impressively sized bat and balls are sliced open to
yeah.
maximize surface area. Then they're pressure cooked to save time. On the side, heat up oil and saute ginger, garlic, pepper, bay leaves, and shallots. Once the mixture has gently caramelized, add water, then transfer the bat and balls to a new pot. Season with salt, then pressure cook for an hour more. The final step, take the bat and balls out, chop them down to proper mouth-sized pieces.
Is this usually food for guys?
Only for guys.
Usually for men, but luckily for you, you know, equality.
Oh my gosh.
Then mix with ginger and pepper. Serve with a beef stock, in case you find the bat and balls a bit challenging to get down.
The best part about this is you don't really know what is what. You don't know what is a bat, what is a ball, what's a bench, what's a baseball glove. Okay. A bit gelatinous.
Man, his
It's been pressure
face.
cooked a bit, so it's kind of gummy,
A little tough, the skin.
slightly leathery. Flavors are good. It's a strong taste of ginger and peppercorn.
A lot of spices.
Lots of spice. I like it overall. What do you think?
It's
Okay.
So this is a bat and ball soup, probably the fattiest soup I've ever seen. That's actually really good. You can't hate on that. You have to be a little careful because the top 3 millimeters is pure oil, but under that, it's like a peppery, spicy, gingery broth.
Tasty. I can really taste the spices and the meat.
All right, so this is all skin.
No, that's not the skin. That is the bat.
Oh, okay, I'm definitely gonna try that. You're right. That's a urethra. It's pretty good, actually. I like it. It's a drinking
Why?
food. It's just gelatinous and gummy. It's kind of a pleasant texture. It's a texture I've come to enjoy in Asia. When we first drove into this community, I was really struck by how difficult a place this is to adapt to. What are the biggest challenges people are facing here?
It's the irrigation, mainly because of the location, so we need to improve our infrastructure to maintain our rice terraces.
For you, what do you think?
Public transportation, I think that will make it easier for us to connect with other towns and cities. We do regularly have typhoon
I
season.
know the
so
weather
we
in the
got used to that.
Philippines, it's hard.
Appetized with a sample of beef mayu yao mastery, I head back down the mountainside to witness the remaining dishes taking shape, including a nose-to-tail recipe that includes a literal nose.
It's going to be an adventure to taste this one.
But
Okay,
first, the
let's see here.
Papaitan continues. Oil is infused with a buzzing seasoning mixture of ginger, garlic, shallots, pepper, and bay leaves. Now enter the organs, soaking up those much-needed robust flavors. Transfer these stir-fried organs back into the soup they were boiled in moments ago. At this point, this unlikely stew is already brimming with funky aromas and powerful flavors. But for folks in Mayu Yao, this is just the canvas. The real flavor enhancers are about to go inside. There are 3, and I want to
don't
see
know if I
Eduardo
can make
take it
it to
away.
the end
So
of
right
this
here we have
video.
small intestine that has not been cleaned, it's just been boiled. So the half-digested food that is inside, that is gonna help make this soup extra bitter. We have the bile sac. He's just gonna plop in a little bit. That's, oh my God. What do you think? Was that too much? This is the juice. They're putting in a little bit of water to dilute it. He's got a strainer here. So he strains, look, we don't want all the particles, we just want the juice. I mean, this is just magic right here. Do you know Iron Chef?
Yes, sir.
Your ingredient is cow shit. This is moments away from being finished. It is green, it's murky, it's earthy. We are gonna be trying this, not yet, but very soon. To finish it up, add salt, water, and the fiery kick of green chilies. With a day's work in the books, it's time for the community to join together in a mountainside Mayu Yao meal. A meal you're unlikely to find anywhere else in the Philippines.
Let's take a breath over here. I need a breath. Guys, look, there are some things that a person can handle, can eat, and some that don't. I don't know about you. If you knew about this, if you ever ate something like this, how it tastes. And shout out to this guy over there who has amazing courage. Honestly, I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't. I have to be honest. And man, wow, it's too much for me. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final feast.
Now we can start to eat, and you can
Eat all you
all you can.
It's like buffet.
Well, there is a lot here. Chewy, you've joined us for this whole trip, mostly behind the camera, but whenever there's something really special where I just would feel selfish eating it alone,
Yeah.
that's when I have
Thanks.
to have you by my side.
Thanks for having me.
There's a couple of dishes here. This one in particular, have you ever had this?
I haven't tried this before.
That's the whole nose of the cow.
Cow nose soup, a dish that's brutally honest in its approach.
It's going to be an adventure to taste this one.
This exploration started with the boiling of the nose.
Oftentimes, males are the only one eating this one.
Unlike the Papaitan, there are no potent herbs or spices to cover up the natural nose taste.
Could you please cut off some nose, please?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's just like pure skin.
Who want to taste?
We all want to taste, I think, especially Deichi.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
It's a big piece.
whoa. Ho, 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 ho.
This is the mouth.
Right, the inside of the cheek.
It tastes like, like cow, of course.
It's certainly beefy. It's like a collagen stock.
Exactly. The good thing about this, the only flavoring agent is salt.
Right.
So the pure beef goodness is like really evident.
It doesn't taste so fatty. It tastes good.
The fun part too is you just get to look at this big gnarly thing while you're eating it. So look, this was a great start, an appetizer if you will, but this is the star of today. Papaitan. Is this your favorite food of the day so far?
We'll see.
I mean, there's just basically every organ in here.
It's like a Russian relay of different organs of cow.
Yeah, I've got so many mixed feelings.
I really like this part.
You got a little bit of stomach there? I mean, which organ is the best?
Maybe the heart.
Okay. Definitely is bitter.
It's bitter.
Gosh, it's very bitter. But why don't I hate it?
Sometimes, especially in Manila, when you eat papaitan, it's not too bitter. This one is perfectly bitter, perfectly gamey, and perfectly stewed.
You know, it's all about balance. What I like is that the chef, he could have been much more violent with the juice, and I would say he only used about 70%. That's called restraint, discipline.
Usually, when do you eat papaitan?
While drinking some drinks, not soft drinks, but hard drinks.
Definitely we should have booze right now. You like it?
Yeah.
He speaks really good
I
English.
don't know, man. There's something about it that's kind of addictive. It's like eating a pungent cheese, something that just has this really strong, bold taste to it, but that keeps drawing you back again and again. The last thing to do is try some soup. Oh my God. This is not for the faint of heart right here.
Wow. Ah,
I like the meat part more.
yeah.
The broth is pretty intense.
But I get it. That's why it's like a perfect partner of a liquor.
Right, it makes you crave for some ice cold beer. What we've eaten so far today, is it part of your typical diet or not really?
Typical Filipino, but in Mayuyao, it's not often. And I think what we did today could be part of a tourism package in the future.
You are the tourism operations officer for Mayuya. Why should tourists come here?
You can trek along the rice terraces and see the houses, see the people.
I will
the
once
culture.
go,
Our
honestly.
practices are
It's a
quite
beautiful
different here.
place.
Still very strong. Respect for one another, community, and social responsibility.
What do you think more tourism would do for Mayuya?
Well, it could help us change our mindset maybe, our approach in life. We can even appreciate ourselves much better. And hopefully with that, it would bring more economic activity in the town.
I think one great reason to come here is because, at least for now, not everybody else is. And there are very similar rice terrace type places that are overcrowded, and you kind of lose what everyone's after, which is this, the magic of a very peaceful place, amazing scenery, a place like no other. I must say, I've really enjoyed my time today with everybody in the village, but especially you two. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you for coming here.
If you love Indian food, then you're gonna love our new channel, Best Ever Food India. Subscribe now.
You can find the original link down below if you want to go and watch this again. I don't know. But wow, yeah. The place is amazing. Like all the Philippines. I would go there, but not to try some of those dishes. Sorry, it's too much for me. And again, in the message, by the way, Mark, man, you just killed us. you said if you like the segment, you can do a series on your channel. Next, it's Thailand. I don't know what to say about that, honestly. Anyways, okay, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think down below. Again, shout out to that guy, which I'm gonna find out who he is, what his name, for his courage. And oh my God, this was a hard video for me, honestly. But you know, it's good to know more about culture, music culture, cuisine culture, crickets culture, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, thank you for being here with me. Your thoughts down below are really important. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and like I always say, till next time, stay safe and bon appetit.